Hi, and welcome to another Daemon Adventure. If you weren't aware, we live in the second smallest of these United States, Delaware. Now, unlike our neighboring states, Delaware has no unimproved dirt roads or off-road parks. You can drive onto a few of our beaches with a proper permit and a fishing pole, but otherwise we drive elsewhere to adventure off of the pavement. We do, however, have one spot you can visit that's worth a casual afternoon ride, the C&D Canal. It's not exactly off-roading, but it's what we've got. The Chesapeake and Delaware Canal is a 14-mile-long ship canal that connects the Delaware River with the Chesapeake Bay. On either side there are a few hiking and biking trails, along with a few dirt roads where licensed vehicles are permitted with no additional permit needed. The 5,000-acre C&D Canal Conservation Area protects the land lining the canal, and it's managed by the Delaware Division of Fish and Wildlife for hunting, fishing, and recreational trail use. While we were here, we came across hikers, bicyclists, and a few folks training their dogs in the dedicated beagle training area. With enough nearby restaurants and other places of interest, it's worthwhile the 30-minute drive south from Wilmington. These dirt roads do offer a perspective on the canal bridges that you don't often get, getting up close and personal. The Summit Bridge carries routes 71 and 896 135 feet above the canal. Opened in 1961, it was the second four-lane crossing in all of Delaware. From here we went back out to town and east to the St. George Bridge end of the canal to check out the Senator William V. Roth Jr. Bridge that takes U.S. Route 1 over the canal. Opened in 1995, the 4,650-foot-long bridge was the first cable-stayed bridge in the Delaware Valley and the first precast concrete bridge to be built in the United States. This was another unique opportunity to drive under the bridge and get a good view of the engineering, and then another section of trail along the water with a handful of turnouts to explore. The C&D Canal lift bridge was built in 1966 by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and carries a single rail line across the canal. Once owned by the Pennsylvania Railroad, Delmarva Central Railroad keeps the bridge up for passing ships. If a train needs to pass, it contacts the bridge operator 30 minutes before approach and it can be lowered. This typically only happens at night though. So that concludes our visit to the Chesapeake and Delaware Canal trails. I'm sure we'll be back in the future for a nice ride along the water. We'll see you out there.